Good evening, everyone. This is Evansville Otters Baseball on 91.5 FM WUEV, the Otters Digital Network, presented by Crooker, Meyer, and Cron. The Evansville Otters back home at Bosse Field once again, this time in postseason play. Tonight, they'll take on the Washington Wild Things in the first of a best-of-5 series in the Frontier League Division Series, as the Otters were able to get their way into the playoffs as a wild card team. The Wild Things, they are the East Division champions in the Frontier League, so the two teams will meet here tonight and tomorrow from Bosse Field, with a travel day in between on Thursday, and then the remaining 3 games of the series will be at Washington Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Once again, we thank you for joining us here tonight with Bill McCune, Preston Leinenbach. Bill, good to see you back here at the ballpark, as obviously the last time we saw each other, we didn't know if we would be back here.
Yes, and welcome. Preston, it's good to have you back on the radio play-by-play. And yes, we left here Sunday thinking that the possibility we wouldn't be back, and thank goodness and thank God that we are back. And the Otters are in their third in a row, I believe, playoffs. And last year, I think last year, you remember Andy, his wife was having a child, and he went back to Pennsylvania, and Rob Watson, wasn't it, that took over, and unfortunately we weren't so successful. But now this year we've got Andy back, and let's hope that we repeat 206 and 2016 championships.
As the Otters now in their 3rd consecutive postseason appearance, 4th in the last 5 years. As you mentioned, Bill, a championship in between back in 2016, and then of course 2006 as well. This is the second time these two teams have faced off in the postseason. Back in 2004, the Otters swept the Wild Things in the FLDS. And then back in 2014, the winner-take-all wild-card game here at Bosse Field, the Wild Things were able to come to town and take that one game from the Otters and advance into the postseason that year. But for Evansville, the one thing they have for them, and everybody knows it, they might be the hottest team in the league, playing their best baseball, going from the month of August and even into September, winning that clinching game on Saturday.
I'll say I agree with you 100% on that. They are probably the hottest. And if you recall, when we were playing right before the end of the season, you had Travis and Jeff. They were really hitting the ball, as well as Whiting. And then you got that new young man came in here, Lane, and he was doing well. But really, I think one of the biggest surprises was Hunter, who started bunting and getting base hits, which was a key. So something you should have been doing all year. But anyway, they are, as you say, probably the hottest team in the Frontier League.
To mention Hunter Colin, back now he's got teams playing further in, expecting the bunt, and then he brings the bat back and just shoots a little bit over their head, a little flare shot.
Well, that's something I've been saying all year. They should have been doing it. Cronin should have been doing the same thing we had many years ago when we had different ball players. I used to work with those guys and do that, and they were very successful. And if you do like Hunter is doing now, hey, it pays off.
As with the postseason, it's basically just like opening day, the full team getting introduced onto the field right now. The Wild Things on the third base line. The Otters are about ready to be introduced along the first base line from Bosse Field. As, again, the Otters making their 3rd consecutive postseason appearance. Last year, if you recall, in the Frontier League Division Series, Schaumburg took 3-1 over Evansville, with the Otters splitting those first 2 here at Bosse Field and traveling to Schaumburg. Now this year's the Washington Wild Things come down. Now talking about the playoffs a little bit more on the other side, I guess, of you would say, of the postseason, Joliet and River City are squaring off. As the first couple games will be at Joliet for that series. And then the attention will turn to River City and O'Fallon, Missouri come this weekend between those two squads. Joliet, the other wild card team. River City, the winners of the West Division. In the 4-team playoff, of course, the 2 teams that come out on top will meet in the Frontier League Championship Series starting next week. Once again, you're listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show, 91.5 FM WUEV, the Otters Digital Network, presented by Crooker, Meyer, and Con Jewelers. And I think there's no doubt about it, the offense has been clicking for Evansville in the last month or so, but The key, Bill, I think, is definitely going to be on the pitching staff. There's no doubt about it. There's been some ups and downs at times with the pitching staff, especially with the bullpen toward the second half of the season. But if the Otters can get good pitching, they definitely have a chance to not only win this series, but maybe win the whole thing. I
agree with you 100%, Preston. The pitching staff has been hot and cold all year, especially coming out of that bullpen. And, let's look back. In this year, we lost some pretty good pitchers to affiliated baseball. And, you look at the players we lost. There was probably 25 wins out of the pitchers that we lost to affiliated baseball. If we had them going into these playoffs, there's no doubt we'd probably, I'd say, win 3 and then go into the next series and win 3 and be the champs.
The Evansville Otters finished the regular season 51-45 on the year. Washington finished 54-42. Evansville also finished the season winning 5 of the 6 games on the road to finish out the regular season, sweeping Gateway last week, then taking the first 2 against Normal before the Core Melters in 13 innings in a long contest on Sunday night that went over 5 hours, defeating the Otters on a walk-off late in the game on Sunday night to end the regular season.
Well, I missed most of what you're talking about because I was down in Louisiana visiting my son, whose birthday was Sunday, and I was his wife, my wife, and I were paying him tribute. But you were at all those games in Gateway and in Normal, so I guess congratulations to you. You stayed with the team, and you'll be going to Washington to cover the series. So good luck, Preston. Good luck, and do a great job and come back win a winner.
So we're going to start the national anthem, so we'll step aside, take a break. We'll come back with a quick interview with Jeff Garner, who I come up with in pregame. You're listening to Evansville Otters Baseball on 91.5 WUEV, and the Otters Digital Network, presented by Krickemeyer and Kahn.
Hi, I'm Bill Morgan of Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. I've built a reputation of doing quality work that will stand the test of time. We didn't get here by knocking on doors, talking gibberish, or trying to be the lowest bid. You don't like to be sold to, and that's not what we do. My philosophy is simple: treating your home like it's my own, from start to finish. For roofing, gutters, siding, give us a call at Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. Roofing the right way. 812-499-5892 or BillMorganRoofing.com.
The pizza brick road always goes to Jeroni's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The pizza brick road goes to Jeroni's. Follow me down the pizza brick road. Road down to Jeroni's. The pizza brick road. The pizza brick road always goes to Jeroni's.
Pre-game show, game 1 of the FLDS from Boston Field. The Evansville Otters getting set to take on the Washington Wild Things. Preston Leinenbach here, now being joined by Otters outfielder Jeff Garner. Jeff, great to have you on the Evansville Otters pre-game show, but most importantly, how good does it feel to be back in the postseason?
Feels great. All season long it was kind of up and down for us. We'd have our good runs and our bad runs, but it's like we kept saying all year long, we're right where we needed to be, and sure enough, the last week we're able to get on a hot streak, and here we are. It's great to be back in the playoffs and playing while other guys are back home.
And lucky enough for you, you've been in the postseason every year since you've arrived in Evansville. It's kind of rare for a lot of players to be able to say that. How does that make you feel about what you've been able to do as an Otter player, and then also just your impact on the other teammates?
Well, it's, it feels good. I feel like all the 2 years I've played a small role in some of that, but I've been surrounded by some phenomenal teammates and phenomenal baseball players. So I just kind of been riding their coattails, I feel like, and this team, it's the same way. We've had a lot of good guys really help get us here. It's been a big team effort, and everybody's happy to be here, happy to try and win a championship.
And you mentioned, obviously, the team playing some pretty good baseball within the last couple of weeks, and in fact, in the whole month of August, pretty much. Was there a certain point that comes to mind throughout the season where you feel like maybe that switch finally flipped for the team?
It's hard to tell. we're so up and down off season. You know, right when it seemed like it was clicking and coming together, we were figuring out, and we'd lose 3 straight or something, you know. So it was tough to really put a finger on any one point, but it's just being consistent, showing up to the park and grinding things out. But, you know, that's baseball.
And obviously a lot more on the line. Game 1 of the FLDS of the postseason. Does the mentality change, or does the routine stay the same?
No, absolutely. I think the routine stays the exact same. Excuse me. You know, we're lucky enough to be able to open up here at home. The key is taking advantage of these 2 games. At least grabbing one. You know, if not both of these before we go on the road. So that's the beauty of being home. You can stick to that same routine and try to get loose the same way, get prepared for the game the same way, and ultimately play in front of some of the best fans in the league.
And going up against Washington, which unfortunately had the Otters number a little bit this season. Otters 2-4 against Washington this year. Anything that you or your teammates feel like maybe that can change going into this series compared to the previous two series against the Wild Things?
Yeah, you know, I think it's just one of those things where, you know, when we played them earlier in the season, it just was at a low point. It wasn't while we were playing well. And, you know, 5-1 last week, that's some pretty good momentum to take into the playoffs. So I think that if we can stick with that, stick to what we've been doing this past week, the beautiful thing about the playoffs is everything reboots. You know, it doesn't matter what happened during the season or anything like that. Just come out and play your best ability, leave it out on the field, and see what happens. And
obviously now being the postseason, how important is just feeding off the energy from the fans and obviously a little extra adrenaline as well, I assume? Yeah,
definitely. You know, our fans, what's great about our fans, they're kind of like Yankees fans. They're you know, they're all about you when you're doing well, but when you're doing bad, they'll give you a kick in the pants. You know, they'll let you know that you need to step it up, which is something we need every once in a while. So, you know, I'm excited to hopefully get a lot of people out here for Bossy, you know, tonight and tomorrow night.
Well, Jeff, as always, thanks for the time, and good luck to you and your teammates on this quest for another championship.
You got it. Thanks.
That's Jeff Gardner. I'm Preston Lionbach on the Evansville Otters pregame show. First pitch and starting lineups next here on 91.5 FM WUEV and the Otters Digital Network, presented by Krickermeyer and Kahn. It's time for Evansville Otters baseball on 91.5 FM WUEV. 3-1. Long. Toward right. Toward the corner. Toward the foul pole and over the wall. Fair. Home run for Ryan Long.
High in the air to right field, pretty deep. Jones going back at the track at the wall. He jumps. It is out of here. A grand slam for Jeff Gardner.
Don't forget, Otters fans, you can catch every Evansville Otters broadcast on 91.5 FM WUEV, online at evansvilleotters.com, and through the WUEV mobile app.
The Otters take Game 5 by a score of 1-0, and they are the 2016 Frontier League champions.
Now, let's go out to the diamond for all of the exciting action. Back here at Bossy Field, getting set for first pitch. Game 1 of the Frontier League Division Series between the Washington Wild Things and the Evansville Otters on 91.5 FM WUEV. Martin Kahn, Bill McHugh, Preston Lionbach here with you as the Otters will take the field in their home white jerseys tonight to kick off the postseason against the Wild Things, who will wear their gray pants, black sleeves, and red tops. As we'll take a look at tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Mr. Quick Pick. Mr. Quick Pick, here to provide you the roadside service you deserve. Call Mr. Quick Pick at 812-496-2321. For Washington, leading off playing center field, the Frontier League most valuable player, James Harris. Batting second in left field, number 19, Roman Collins. Batting third at first base, number 21, Raydell Medina. Batting cleanup in right field, number 15, Hector Roa. Carter McEachern will play second and bat fifth. He wears number 9. University of Evansville alum Kyle Pollock will catch, wear number 14, and bat sixth. Batting seventh at shortstop, number 6, Ramsey Romano. The designated hitter batting eighth, Chase Simmons, he'll wear number 22. And John Euro plays third base, bats 9, and wears number 7. The Washington Wild Things are managed by Greg Langbin, and the Wild Things will go up against right-handed starting pitcher on the mound for the Otters, number 9, Randy Wynn. As Wynn steps up to take the ball for game one, a 9-9 win-loss record, 3.55 ERA. And on the season, Randy Wynn, again, in 19 starts, an unbelievable season for the Otters. So he tossed 134 in the third innings pitched, 114 strikeouts compared to only 16 walks.
That's the outstanding part of his pitching, Preston. As you said, 114 strikeouts compared to measly 16 walks. And here we are ready to begin. And Preston, let's have a great game.
Again, Randy Wynn on the mound, Brent Whiting behind the plate. First pitch underway here at 6:34 p.m. Called a strike. Randy Wynn jumps ahead of James Harris, 0-1. The next pitch. Broken bat flared out on the fly to Cronin. He'll haul it in for out number one.
Yeah, tonight, our fans out there in Otterville, we have 3 umpires from the normal Frontier League season calling of only 2. Because it's the playoffs, we have 3, which gives, I think, both teams an advantage.
Roman Collins looks at strike one as well. You mentioned the 3 umpires. Mike Fichter behind the plate, calling the balls and strikes. John Hastings over toward the first base side, and Drew Ashcraft toward the third base side. As the 0-1 fouled away, third base side out of play, and they'll go to 0-2. Again, Randy Wynn on the mound, Brent Whiting behind the plate. Pitcher-catcher battery sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road. Call 812-475-9000. And on the 0-2 pitch, outside for a ball, 1-2. To Roman Collins, who swings and misses, and a strikeout for Randy Wynn, his first of the night. 2 up, 2 down to start the top of the first frame.
Number 21, first baseman, Medina.
Braydell Medina will bat from the left side. He'll dig in for the first time tonight. See, waits the first pitch. Fights it off on the first one, a little behind, 0-1 the count.
One of the advantages, I think, Randy, Preston, you were talking earlier about, the hottest team in baseball. Well, when the Otters departed last week for that road series.
0-1, chopped towards second, coming in, scooped up and over to Carlos Castro. David Cronin makes the play to end the inning.
Yeah, I just wanted to say Ron Long was not in the lineup until they got on the road, and I think that was one of the things that helped them.
Ryan Long does return to the lineup. We'll take a look at the rest of the Evansville Otters lineup right after this. 91.5 FM, WUEV, the Otters Digital Network, presented by Crookmeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Crookmeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Crookmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Crookmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Crookmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Crookmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Crookmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Crookmeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Crookmeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Crookmeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Crookmeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
that off. Count will even up at 2-2 after the foul ball at the plate.
Yeah, we had Jeff Gardner with 60 RBIs. Ryan Long with 55, and of course Travis here with the most, 63. So take those three. We were talking about before the season ended about who would be the, in a way, most popular or most valuable, whatever it would be, and I kind of selected those three guys as a trio. It was hard to distinguish which one was the best.
Harrison steps back in. The 2-2. Cronin takes off ball 3, and Cronin will have second base easily with the ball in the dirt. So Otters get their first runner in scoring position of the night here at the bottom of the first inning.
Well, whatever it was, David Cronin picked something up from a mistake this pitcher's making, because in both the cases that he attempted to steal, he really had a great jump.
Full count, payoff pitch, fouled third base side. And we'll reset with a 3-2 count. Runner at second, 1 out. Bottom of the first inning, still scoreless. Here in game 1 of the FLDS from Bossy Field. Evansville Otters baseball on 91.5 FM, WUEV. And the Otters Digital Network, powered by Krickemeyer and Kahn. Bill McCune, Preston Leinenbach here with you tonight. As that one's wristed foul down the third base line. Harrison extending this at bat.
Well, Travis is making this guy work. Was that about 6 pitches so far, 7?
Be the 7th pitch.
7th pitch.
Second baseman is shadowing that second. And that one bounces in the dirt. Ball 4. Cronin rounds third on the wild pitch, and he'll head home.
Oh, wait a minute. Why does he go back to third? The ball's in play. He's going, sending them back to third, but Andy's not arguing why. The ball's in play unless it hit the tarp, and I don't know. I think we need an explanation on that. But that was heads up on David Cronin. The ball, the catcher couldn't find it, and Cronin just kept running.
Yeah, what kind of confusing to me is that they're going to only allow Cronin to advance the 1 bag, but yet Harrison can go ahead and take the second.
That's 1 + 1.
Number 5, the right fielder, Jeff Gardner.
I guess that's what the discussion is. Why is he at second? He gets first base, automatically goes to the ball.
Right.
And then the wild pitch, he gets second base. So it's 1 + 1. But again, I don't understand why he was stopped from scoring unless it got tangled in the tarp over there and that killed the play.
So now second and third with 1 out. Jeff Garner at the plate.
Long fly ball is all we need.
He'll line it up the middle for a base hit. Cronin can score easily, and Harrison will stop at third, and the Otters lead 1-0 here at the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah. You know, that's one thing I miss, Preston, is infield, outfield practice. I used to love, you judge the outfielder's arms. In that case, you know, you would know whether to send him in or not because he has a strong arm or he doesn't. And so Andy played it safe, and I don't know what kind of an arm he has, but Andy played it safe, holding him at third. Of course, there's only 1 out.
Runners on the corners for Carlos Castro in his first plate appearance. Takes a strike on the outside part of the black, 0-1. Harris, getting a French League MVP, not too shabby offensively and defensively in center field. That one, unfortunately, an opposite field liner right to Medina at first, who could just take a step to his left, a step on the bag to double up Garner to end the inning. But the Otters do score 1. They lead 1-0 going to the second from Bossy Field. This is Evansville Otters baseball, WUEV 91.5 FM, the Otters Digital Network, powered by Krickemeyer and Kahn.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Chapter 16, would like to take time to say, Go Otters! The IBEW Local 16's jurisdiction includes 13 counties in South
Win a 1-0 lead. As Win will head back out to the mound to face Hector Roa, Carter McEachern, and Kyle Pollock due up for Washington.
And we got an explanation of why the runner didn't score, and that was from one of our fans who happened to see it, and the ball went behind the tarp, therefore killing the play. And we thank our fan, Roger, for giving us that explanation so that the fans out there in Otterville know exactly what happened.
Hector Roa at the plate, looks at ball one from Randy Wynn. The 1-0 outside, 2-0 for Randy Wynn on the season. Again, 3.55 ERA, 9-9 record, making his 20th start of the season. 114 strikeouts, 16 walks in the regular season. Gets strike one there to make the count 2-1. Fly ball, 2-1 to right Garner. Easy play for him. Brings it down for out number one. Roa retired.
That's one of the things that people don't realize, Preston, is what a great defensive outfielder Jeff Gardner is. Not only does he have a great arm, and I mean great arm, but he is so cool out there in the outfield and that fly balls. He has good judgment, good insight, and he makes a regular play routine.
McEachern, first plate appearance for him. Ball one high and outside. 1-0. As Wynn out of the windup. The 1-0. Fly ball down the left field line. Harrison over into foul territory near the bullpen. Makes the catch. And once again, 2 up, 2 down here at the top of the second.
Well, it'd be good if Randy keeps this type of pitching up, Preston, to just throw maybe 5, 6, 7 balls per inning at the most. He'll be able to go 12 innings.
First pitch to Kyle Pollock. Ball one, and it's 1-0. Pollock, the catcher for Washington. Make that 1-1 as the second pitch. A fastball high and outside for a strike. 1-1 the count.
He was a University of Evansville player, if I'm not mistaken, was he not?
That would be correct. The 1-1, one hop, backpedaling to make the play. J.J. Gould across the diamond. In time at first base for out number 3. Randy Wynn may settling in through the first 2. The Otters lead 1-0 to the bottom half of the second on 91.5 FM WUEV and the Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Against the Washington Wild Things, and the Otters with an early 1-0 lead with Whiting, Juba, followed by Lane and Cullen.
Yeah, the Otters got killed on that double play. The last batter, I'd say it was just an unusual. It just killed the Otter rally.
And the first pitch from Dormany in the second inning hits Brant Whiting on the elbow. In fact, forcing his elbow pad to fly off.
Well, Preston, I play the game. Take a base any way you can. Get hit, get a base hit, get a walk, get an error. Stick your shirt out so you claim your hit.
And I just wonder, even though, again, Dormany has had quite the season for Washington, looking at his numbers this year, 2.45 ERA, 9-5 record, making his 22nd start, 132 in a third innings pitched, 109 strikeouts and 39 walks. But I just wonder, because I've seen a couple of his warm-up tosses each inning, especially looks like when he's trying to throw that breaking ball, where he may not have quite the same command or control here tonight. As the 0-1 from Lane in his first play appearance, 5-4-3 double play on the ground ball. And Whiting is wiped out on the front end of that double play.
Hit the ball solidly, though, and that's what counts.
So just like that, base runner wiped away as Hunter Cullen will come up with 2 outs. The only reason I bring that up is because in the first inning, before Dormany threw his first pitch of the actual contest, he tried to flip a breaking ball that almost got away, but Kyle Pollock was able to get it, save it. And then they're in the warm-up tosses before this current inning. The one actually did go all the way to the backstop.
Well, we were talking about how many pitches he threw in the first inning, too. And right there is the 4th pitch he's thrown in this inning, and he's got 2 outs already. 1 pitch to Whiting, 2 pitches to Lane, and there was 2 outs.
As Cullen looks at the 1-0. Little swinging bunt, third base side. And Euro able to scoop, gather, and throw, and in time to first base to put out Hunter Cullen. So the Otters are retired in order. Here in the bottom of the second, we go to the third. 1-0 lead for the Otters here on WUEV 91.5 FM, the Otters Digital Network. 9 up, 9 down so far in this game. This is Evansville Otters baseball, 91.5 FM, WUEV, and the Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
On 91.5 FM WUEV, Otters Digital Network, powered by Kirkemeyer & Kahn. Bill McCune, Preston Leinbach here on the call, as I'll be taking things over the rest of the season as our good buddy Sam Jelinek departed us late last night to head to his next adventure in North Carolina. First pitch for Gould, ground ball to short. And another error by Romano as he airmails this one over first base on an off-balance throw.
And it gives the Otter a heck of a start here in the second inning. We got a runner on second base and no outs to start the inning. And boy, we're getting a break. And now we've got one of the hotter hitters and one of the leading RBI hitters. That's amazing, Preston, that here you got David Cronin as the leadoff hitter yet. He is the fourth batter in the Otters that has the most RBIs. That's unusual.
And he has started in every game he has played in. He did miss a couple games due to injury earlier in the year. Just a little day-to-day, nothing major. But if he's in the game, it's more than likely he has started because he has started every game he has played. So Gould stands at second after the error. First pitch swinging for Cronin, foul ball, first base side.
Yeah, all he has to do now, instead of a, so I guess he cracked the bat. He's going to change bats. I guess he cracked that. Anyway, what I was going to say is all he has to do is hit the ball over to the right side, second base, first base, and that'll bring JJ over to third. It's just as good as a sacrifice bunt.
So it's a 0-1 count here for Cronin, and to finish it off saying, we all here from the Otters wish Sam the best of luck in his next endeavor.
Yes, you said he arrived there last night at his destination?
Today.
Oh, today.
He went halfway last night and the other half today.
Oh, okay.
And then I just received a text from our broadcaster from last year, Lucas Corley. He is listening from Tennessee.
So Lucas is down there in Knoxville. How come he's listening? He's not broadcasting.
Well, the minor league season just ended yesterday.
Oh, so he's free now. They weren't in the playoffs. He lost out. If he was back here, he'd be in the playoffs. Lucas, too bad, buddy. You rolled the dice in the wrong way. You got a 7.
Another foul ball makes it 0-2 as another foul ball to Blake. Keeps the count the same as Lucas, if you are still listening. If you're getting advice and a lecture from Bill, and you got Zane Clodfelter over here doing PA, seconding what Bill is saying.
Well, he was a good announcer, I'll say that. He did an excellent job. He got promoted, and he deserved it. He was good. Oh, no, David.
Cronin tried to hold back, but could not do so, and it's a strikeout for Cronin.
Boy, we needed that. Anyway, yeah, we lost two good announcers with Lucas last year and Sam this year, but I'll tell you what, I don't want to brag. You're just as good as both of them.
Thank you. I enjoy listening. I have enjoyed listening to Lucas and Sam within the past couple seasons here at the Otters. A 1-0 count. Too long for the second time. Finished the regular season with a .292 average to go along with that. 12 home runs, 55 RBIs. And Cronin, who just went down on strikes, finished the regular season with a .296 average. 37 RBIs. And it's a 1-1 count too long.
You got Cronin at 296, Ryan at 292, Whiting at 286, and Gardner at 265. But we'll wait for this play.
Long fouls it back to the netting, 1-2.
I'm going to say most of the Otter batters, and this is going back, I'll say 6 or 7 weeks ago, they were all in the 250, 260 batting average. So within the last 7 weeks, they really upped their batting average with a lot of base hits, and they deserve it, and that's why they're in the playoffs now.
Long takes an extra second to step off here. Dorney took a little bit of time to get set on the mound. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Gould at second, 1 out. Otters lead 1-0. Here in the bottom of the third from Bossy Field.
Ooh.
Called strike 3 on the outer half. Not much argument really for Long on his part, and he'll just walk back to the dugout. So after the error, back-to-back strikeouts for Dormany on the mound.
Well, here comes Travis, and Travis has been the RBI man all year long. He leads the team with 63, but he was always the man you could count on to deliver. We need that runner that's on second.
As Harrison's average finished above 300 at 302. 10 home runs, 63 driven in. He'll fly this one out toward right, and Roa will turn around, make the over-shoulder catch to end the inning. So the Otters strand 1, keep their 1-0 lead to the 4th. This is Otters Baseball on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Otters Digital Network. Going to the 4th inning here from Bosse Field. And back to the top of the order for Washington with James Harris, league MVP. Hit .305, 16 home runs, 64 driven in. And the first time he stepped up to the plate to begin the game, popped out on a little liner, if you will, kind of that in-between little flare shot to Cronin.
I am so sad and frustrated.
From Oakland, California.
He falls behind 0-1. The next pitch on its way.
Coming up in just a moment.
Down away in the dirt. Win kind of lost it a little bit on the way toward home, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's everything that's happening in your feed.
Foul ball back to the netting, 1-2, as Wynn working at a steady pace here so far in this one.
You know, I was at a game in California, and it was a scout that came and sat with us, and after the game, he said, "Oh, I'll give you a ride back to the hotel."
Distracted driving is no joke. AT&T reminds
1-2, a little off speed, flown out, charging in, under Colin. He'll reach that one into the glove for the out.
So anyway, there were 3 of us. The scout who was going to give us the ride, the other, Bob Kennedy, the former assistant general manager of the San Francisco Giants and the St. Louis Cardinals. Anyway, we went into the parking lot.
Ladies, let me ask you something. Do you actually believe
First pitch from Collins, a ground ball.
We went in the parking lot, Preston, and we're looking and looking, and the parking lot's getting empty, and finally he called the police that someone stole his car. When he called home, and his wife informed him that he was driving her car, not his. So anyway, it was a false alarm. He didn't know, he didn't recognize his wife's car.
The ground ball to Castro to win for out number 2. Medina at the plate, looks at strike 1. Medina ground out the second, back to the first. Now one taken high to even the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Medina hit .269 this season, 6 homers, 43 RBIs. Big swing and a miss there from Medina. Yeah. And once again, a 2-strike count, 1-2 in favor of Wynn.
Now let's see what he does. Whether it's a high fastball or is he going to break one off down by his knees, which I would be doing.
It's a left-hand batter. I know that's what you would do.
There you are. It was a low fastball, but low down by the knees. Whatever. Left-handers love to golf pitches.
That one's fought off, keeps the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Your financial life is more than your checking account. That's why
wind up in a pitch from Wynn. Fouled away, in on the hands. That's going to go over the rooftop. So with 2 down, 1-2 count. Once again, on his way here in a moment for Medina from Wynn on the mound for Evansville, getting the Game 1 start. And this is going to be the first hit of the game for Washington as it goes over Carlos Castro's head. Down the right field line, digging for 2. The throw from Gardner late. It's a 2-out double for Medina.
But you notice that was down the line. Jeff Gardner had no other alternative. He had to go down the line to get it. But when he turned around and threw that ball to second, it was perfect. Right on the money, 1 hop. That man's got a great arm. You know, you wonder, didn't Louisville win the NCAA baseball tournament in Wichita when Gardner played with them?
They were a super regional team, made to the College World Series.
Yeah.
And Hector Roy looks at strike 1. In fact, earlier this year when Logan Taylor was here, the Courier Press did a story on how they played together at Louisville and eventually reunited here, but being part of that College World Series appearing team.
Right. I said Wichita, I meant Omaha. Wichita is the semi-pro.
Throw of the 0-1 grounder. Scooped up by Cronin. Easy throw to first. And it's a ground out to end the top of the fourth. So Washington Wild Things get their first hit, but they strand the runner. It's still a 1-0 lead for the Otters to the bottom of the fourth from Bossy Field on 91.5 FM WUEV. The Otters digital.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
FM WUEV powered by Kirkemeyer & Kahn. The Otters leading the Wild Things 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Whether you're searching for an exquisite diamond engagement ring, diamond anniversary band, dazzling earrings, or a gorgeous diamond bracelet, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the place for extraordinary value and a pleasurable experience. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, a supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
The right fielder, Jeff Gardner.
Middle part of the order due up for the Otters, Gardner, Castro, and Whiting. Gardner had that RBI single in his first plate appearance, singling up the middle to drive in David Cronin to give the Otters their current 1-0 lead in the first inning. And that lead still stands here in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch from Dormy to Gardner, lined up the middle, this time a little bit toward left center, just past the shortstop, and it's another base hit for Jeff Gardner.
Jeff loves to swing at those first pitches, Preston. As you notice, a lot of times he pops up, but then again, a lot of times he gets base hits.
Gardner had 9 home runs this year. Obviously, the power numbers not quite the same as last season, but he's still able to be that kind of just key cog in the middle of this lineup for the Otters this year.
Oh, yeah. Well, again, he's producing any RBIs, and that's what counts. Now, here comes Castro. Unfortunately, he hit into a double play last time up, and that was an unfortunate.
As he basically just lined it right to Medina at first. He just had to take a step to his left, a step on the bag to double up. At the time, Jeff Gardner at first base. Yeah. Castro falls behind 0-1 here. The next pitch from Dormany. Down and in toward the shoot tops. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And Jeff doesn't Castro doesn't have any home runs yet, does he?
He does not.
And yet he's got a lot of power in the way he swings.
Puts on a pretty impressive batting practice. I will give him that as he swings and misses there. Down and in.
He hits many out of the ballpark. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I played with a guy named like that, Mickey McGuire. Unbelievable. Give him 20 batting practice pitches, and I'll guarantee you Mickey would hit 20 out of 20 out of the ballpark. And yet, during the game, once he passed over that fair foul line, he struck out all the time. He was a 6 o'clock hitter.
Carlos spoils the 1-2. We'll get another one right here from Dormany.
Strike 3.
Called strike 3, bell tie inside. And that will sit down Carlos Castro.
Yeah. You know, if we can call them strike 3 from up here, they look good from here. They've got to look good when you're down there at the batter's box.
Brandon Whiting next up. He was hit by the first pitch he saw in his first plate appearance.
He's generally a solid, good hitter, Whiting.
280 average this year, 286 in fact. Grounder to Medina, over to short, covering second, back to first. And it's a 3-6-3 double play to end the inning.
That's two double plays that first baseman has executed.
As we'll head to the fifth. Otters lead 1-0 over Washington here on 91.5 WUEV and the Otters Digital Network. Out to the mound here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Otters Digital Network presented by Crooker and Kahn. Otters lead 1-0 with Bill McCune, Preston Leinenbach here with you on the call. As Carter McEachern will lead off the inning, followed by Pollock and Romano for Washington. As Randy wins so far, 4-shot innings, only 1 hit allowed. McEachern fouled out to left his first time, takes ball 1 down and in. For Randy Wynn again, selling in pretty well, but if you look at his last couple starts, maybe not his best, I guess you would say. As that one is belt high, forcing McEachern to back off the plate. Despite splitting those two decisions, the last start for Randy Wynn, a win at Gateway last week, 7 innings, 4 runs, 3 earned, 9 hits, 6 strikeouts. That one start previously was here at home against River City, taking a loss in 6 innings, 5 runs allowed.
Yeah, that was one of his bad pitching performances, the one he had here left before that road trip.
3-0 count to McEachern. And ball 4, a walk.
Evansville Aces bowl games, did you not?
Yep, it was just for 1 year. And then my freshman year, his senior year, I believe.
Oh, okay. So you are cognizant of his abilities. Ooh, strike.
As Romano, with 2 errors in this game defensively, looks at strike 1. As his first error, he pulled the first baseman off the bag. And then the second one, he completely just airmailed the throw. 0-1 breaking pitch, called strike 2.
Yeah, that one he threw on JJ. My God, even Superman would have to leap tall buildings to get that one.
Romano looks at an 0-2 count for a second at bat here tonight. Struck out looking an 0-2 count back in the third.
Going. Ooh.
Fly ball, a couple steps in by Colin, reaching up with the glove hand. And he'll bring that one down for out number 2. Back-to-back flyouts to Hunter Colin in center field.
And we had McCutcheon, how do you say it?
McEachern.
McEachern was, I think, stealing on that play.
So with the runner at first, still 2 outs. Chase Simmons, the DH, up for the second time. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. Throw to first. Back in safely. A low throw and a pretty quick tag applied by Castro, but just in time. The runner with the head first slide, McEcker.
Well, when you dive in and stretch your arm for that bag, then you know you've got a good lead. But when you come back like that and you sidestep, you don't have any lead at all.
McEcker in back staying up on a second throw over by Wynn. Dom Euro stands on deck if the inning is extended. That one above the letters, 1-0 on the first pitch to Simmons.
I think Randy was concentrating on the runner on first on that particular pitch.
The 1-0 fly ball to Colin. Backpedals at first, now comes in a couple steps, a little bit toward right center, and he'll make the catch as Colin makes all 3 outs in this inning with that runner stranded on the bases for Washington. We're halfway home. The Otters lead 1-0 over Washington here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
From Bosse Field, 6:35 start time in the FLDS between the Washington Wild Things and the Evansville Otters to purchase a playoff pass, playoff picnic, or group tickets, or just single game general admission. Be sure to give the Evansville Otters box office a call at 812-435-86, or just stop on by 23 Don Manley Way.
Well, here we are in the bottom of the 5th. And we've only had 3 hits for both teams. Gardner's got the 2 hits for the Otters, and Medina's got the double for Washington. Other than that, it's been a pitcher's duel, but really
Dormany on the mound for Washington, getting the start here tonight in Game 1. His last start, he took a loss for only 1 inning over the weekend against Lake Erie. 4 runs allowed, 3 hits.
Strike 3.
Did not last long against the Crushers, but he gets Lane to swing and miss here. As in fact, just to kind of give a brief description about Thomas Dormany in the month of August, made 6 starts with a 1-1 record, taking no decisions in the rest, including 3 starts where he gave up 1 run or less. But the last 3, 4 runs at Lake Erie, against Lake Erie at home, 3 runs, 2 earned, as well as 3 runs, 2 earned before that on the 21st against Schaumburg. So he can be hit against this year, despite being the pitcher of the year.
Well, he got out of the big first inning when Castro hit into that double play. Again, you know, Maybe if that first baseman was smaller, it might have went over his head and down the line for a double.
Tyler Colin falls behind 0-2 at the plate. Ground out to third in his first at-bat. Colin hit .240 to finish the regular season.
Now, see, now he's got a little room there for the bunt. He's been bunting a lot and been very fortunate.
Just got a piece on that one. And also might have caught Pollock behind the plate a little bit, so the umpire will make a little courtesy walk out to the mound to give Pollock some time.
Did Pollock sign with any affiliated club? I thought I recognized he did.
Yes, as he was drafted, in fact, by the Royals organization.
Okay, by the Royals. Yeah, I thought he played affiliated baseball. Kansas City Royals.
20th round, the 2014 draft. So that one sailed above the head of Colin in his 1-2. He's able to duck down. So he was with the Royals organization, with the Pioneer League, Idaho Falls at rookie level. Got as high as single-A Lexington and then back to Idaho Falls. And then he's been with the Washington Wild Things since 2016.
Oh, okay.
As Colin able to stay alive 1-2, as these two teams meeting up here tonight are the only two who appeared in last year's postseason, as well as Joliet and River City, the other two scoring off here tonight. Did not make the postseason a year ago.
I'm trying to think now. Last year, I don't think we won any games in the playoffs, did we?
Mm-hmm. We won the second game here from Boston.
That was it. Strike three.
And Colin looks at strike three. And just a quick score update from the other game in Joliet, Route 66 Stadium. The Slammers defending the home turf pretty well so far. A 1-0 lead for them over River City in the top of the third. And J.J. Gould will come to the plate. Of course, as Gould swings, misses the first pitch. Those two teams playing up at Joliet are the two teams that Evansville had to face back in 2016.
Oh, is that right? Oh.
Faced Joliet in the first round, then River City for the championship.
Yeah.
As Gould looks at a 1-1 count now. He reached on that airmail throw from Romano the first time up. Bounce this one back to stay alive, 1-2.
JJ's got the magic wand. He swings hard and bloops it over the infield, whether it be the right field or the left field. He hits a lot of ground balls or fly balls down the line. Again, very, very fortunate to get doubles.
He swings and misses, a strikeout to end the frame as Dormany strikes out the side in order here in the bottom of the fifth. We're on to the sixth, the 1-0 lead for the Otters here on WUEV 91.5 FM and the Otters Digital Network. of the FLDS, the 2018 postseason of the Frontier League. On 91.5 FM WUEV, the Otters Digital Network, powered by Crookmeyer and Kahn. Thunderbolt Pass Golf Course has the best golf rates in town, now offering 18 holes with a cart for just $18. Don't forget the $1 drafts and $5 pitchers of ice cold beer. Come and visit the Bolt, Thunderbolt Pass, a supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. Dom Euro to lead off the inning from the 9th spot in the order for Washington. And he'll take one underneath the hands for ball one. Deep out to center field back in the third. Fouls this one away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bill McCune, Preston Leinenbach here with you tonight on the call. Game 2 set for tomorrow night, 6:35 p.m. from Bosse Field. Be with you on WUEV as well as the Otters Digital Network tomorrow night as well. The 1-1 missing down and in, 2-1. Defense favors toward the second base right side of the infield. The 2-1. And this is going to be a hit toward the right center alley. Garner will slide, field, throw it back in, all in one motion. But it's a stand-up double for Dom Euro to lead off the Washington top of the 6th.
Yeah, that was solidly placed right in between center and right, and Gardner did make a nice play of that. Although his throw in wasn't as strong because, again, he was throwing it off balance. He was getting it in as quickly as he could to hold him up to 2 bases.
Back to the top of the lineup, James Harris for the 3rd time, 0 for 2. Big breaking ball on the first pitch from Wynn, swung on and missed. And it's 0-1.
I was wondering if they were going to bunt him over to 3rd with the situation we're in the 6th inning. It's a 1-0 game. Both pitchers are doing exceptionally well. Third baseman's playing deep. And runs are hard to come by, so I'd be moving them over.
Big swing and miss, comes up empty there for Harris. Chasing that fastball outside. In fact, Whiting had to come out of the crouch, sliding over to even get to that, but yet Harris offered at it, and it's 0-2.
You know, when you're in a situation like this, Preston, and runs are hard to come by, you alter your style of play.
This one's fought off, and it's going to fall between Cronin and Gardner. Gardner comes up throwing from right. Cut off by Castro with runners on the corners as Euro stays at 3rd base on the hit from Harris.
But that was a blue pit. It might have been a broken bat type. He jammed him, and he just out-muscled that ball over second base. And I think if he had thrown that slider far and away, it might have been a different case. But anyway, Randy's pitching an excellent game, and we can't fault him.
So with no one out, runners at 1st and 3rd. Roman Collins from the left side digging in. Win from the stretch. First pitch curveball misses high and outside is 1-0.
Got to get that ball down. That's a home run pitch there.
Please, we're not just a convenience store. We're the best tasting, freshest baked pizza joint you'll totally love. That just happens to conveniently have everything fresh you need too.
And 3 consecutive hits to begin the inning. Ties this game up at 1 with Collins getting the RBI on a single to right field.
Well, I guess that manager knows more than I do. So he's managing and I'm broadcasting.
This started with a double and then back-to-back singles. The game kind of won a Whiting out to the mound to talk to Wynn. With Medina due up. With runners at 1st and 2nd, no one out.
Medina got the double last time up.
Yep, the first hit of the game at the time for Washington.
Down the right field line. It's a good double play situation, and are we playing halfway in, or are we playing normal?
Whiting goes out to deliver the signs, now back behind the plate. Wynn looks on for the signs. Medina at the plate again with a double in the fourth, ground out the second, back in the first. And takes ball 1-0.
Castro Woods coming in for a possible bunt if it was there, but now it didn't show, so he backs up, plays deep first base.
Wynn at 63 pitches up to this point. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one had a little cut action to it from Wynn. Again, working out of the stretch from the third base side of the rubber. Looks back to second, fires home. Runner goes from second to third, fouled away. And it'll be 1-2 the count as Harris has to go back to second base, and he got a great jump.
Oh, he had a great jump, that's right. You ever notice how many guys get a great jump, whether stealing second or stealing third? In that case, and the batter always flies it, fouls it off. But again, who are you going to blame? Nobody. The way the game's played. Half a dozen one, 6 of the other.
And Evansville's bullpen starts to stir down the right field side. 1-2 from Wynn. On the hands, fouled away. And we'll do it again here in a sec.
And didn't Lucas comment that he doesn't gamble, so he never rolled the 7 because he doesn't gamble?
No, he does. He's just not very good at it.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of this situation here is stealing third base and gambling with no outs.
1-2. That one's going to go to opposite field. Harrison able to get it in quickly.
4 base hits in a row. Call timeout, and if Max go out there and talk to him, just change the pace, Max.
This one goes to left field, and Max will pop out of the dugout. Max Pearson, the pitching coach. Bases loaded now with no one out.
Four base hits and the base hit loaded. You're right. Somebody's up now warming up.
Yeah, it looks like it's Matt Chavarria, number 1, the righty for Evansville, getting some tosses in, warming up for Evansville.
What's Max indicating? He's pointing over here. Does he want the trainer?
Yep, the trainer.
He can. And we're bringing the pitcher in.
And they will take out Randy Wynn, and
so therefore he has all the time in the world to warm up. Wonder what kind of injury it is.
And Matt Chavarria will check into the game in place of Randy Wynn, who heads off toward the first base dugout. So with that, we'll step aside, take a break. It's a 1-1 game, top of the 6th. Bases loaded for Washington here on 91.5 FM WUEV, the Otters Digital Network, brought to you by Cricket Ryan Collin.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank Sinorama Evansville for their support this season. Sinorama Evansville is a multi-application supplier of custom-made signs, banners, and decals in the tri-state. Located at 1300 North Royal Avenue in Evansville, Sinorama is open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They can be reached by phone at 812-477-7763 and can be found online at sinorama.com/in-Evansville. Sinorama Evansville, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
This Evansville Otters broadcast is made possible through support from New Image Travel. New Image Travel provides motor coach charter service to the United States and Canada with pickup within a 150-mile radius of Evansville. A full list of New Image Travel's offerings can be found online at newimagecharter.com. New Image Travel can be reached toll-free at 1-800-432-6213. New Image Travel, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
The local area Pepsi Bottling Group distributors would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Featuring Pepsi Company products for distribution to retailers and vendors in the tri-state, the Pepsi Bottling Group has 3 tri-state locations at 901 East Diamond Avenue in Evansville, 2605 West Main Street in Marion, Illinois, and at 3081 Kentronics Drive in Owensboro. More information on Pepsi products can be found online at PepsiCo.com. Pepsi, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
Pitching change for Evansville. Randy Wynn exits. Hopefully everything's all right for him. As Matt Chavarria will come in on the season, 3.28 ERA, 4-1 record. Made his 15th appearance, 24 2/3 innings. And for Chavarria, 29 strikeouts. So new pitcher-catcher battery by the Answer Auto Repair East. Chavarria on the mound. Winding behind the plate. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Bases loaded, top of the 6th. The tying run just coming across before Wynn's exit. Tied at 1. Washington still threatening, with Hector Roa at the plate. It was flown out to right and ground out to second. First pitch from Chavarria down and away for a ball. And a slider there, 1-0. Roa hit .309 on the season with 12 home runs, 69 driven in. Grounder toward Gould. To his left, the second for 1 on to first. Not quite in time. As Castro tried to stretch as far as he can to make it and out. But it's a 6-4 fielder's choice. And now the go-ahead run has already crossed home plate. And the Wild Things lead 2-1.
Now, Andy just went out and talked to the umpire. I wonder what that was all about.
Number 9, second baseman, Carter McEachern.
Now, here we have a situation of first and second. And number 9, the hitter,
McEachern. Strike 1 as he walked in his last appearance on 4 pitches from Randy Wynn. Fouled out, back in the second.
that was the only walk Randy gave up. And it was all 4 balls. That's a break for the Otters if he catches it.
Gould just made a tad in front of that one, overrunning it. And it's 0-2 as it drops in for a foul ball.
That would have been a great out. But JJ tried hard. You know, when you run the distance of a football field to catch a fly ball, you know, it's pretty difficult. You look, I mean, I'd say that's the distance. I'd say at least 80, 100 yards.
For McEachern, 0-2 count. Runners at first and third, 1 out. Outfielders playing straight up with Colin playing a little bit further in than he normally would. This one is a hard hit ball, forcing Colin to backpedal and center a few steps. He'll bring it in and just get it back in, as there'll be a sac fly RBI for McEachern, and the Wild Things lead 3-1.
Yeah, they had 1 hit up until this inning.
Number 14, catcher, Kyle Holland.
Well, it's not over until the fat lady sings, and she's still waiting downtown for the bus.
So with 2 outs, runner at first, Kyle Pollock back to the plate. 0 for 2 tonight. Called strike on the inner half. Pollock disagrees with the call. Chavarria will take the strike, and it's 0-1. Chavarria went 2 1/3 in his last appearance on the 1st of September, allowing 2 runs on 5 hits, 3 strikeouts. And Pollock will send this one through the left side hole to left field for a base hit.
So was that 5 hits for this inning so far?
Number 6, shortstop, Ramsey Romano.
Yep, 5 hits. But the fielder's choice and a sac fly.
Yeah. Well, you know, even if JJ had caught that at fly ball, the runner still would have scored.
Three-one lead now for Washington. 2 outs. Romano at the plate. Swings and misses at the fastball. It's 0-1. The defense set for the right-handed batter. Cronin at second base covering and shadowing that runner. Now he'll backpedal the position on the 0-1. Breaking pitch low. No balls, 2 strikes. Count 2-1. The wind blows out toward left center. Strike 2, swing and a miss. Like off speed there from Chavarria, and it's 2-2 with 2 outs, 2-1. Otters looking just to limit the damage and go to the bottom half of the 6th, only trailing by 2. It's a 3-1 lead for Washington. The next pitch.
Strike 3.
No.
Ooh.
Try to catch that outside part of the plate. Not sure where it missed, but the count's full, 3-2.
Steal.
So runners start to go. Doesn't matter. It's a strikeout swinging for Chavarria. And he'll leave 2 base runners on, but Washington strikes for 3 runs. They lead 3-1 over the Otters going to the bottom of the 6th here from Bosse Field. Evansville Otters Baseball, 91.5 FM, WUEV, and the Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Entering his 6th inning of work, Washington leading Evansville now 3-1 after scoring all 3 in the top of the 6th. Fans, if you come to Bossy Field for an Otters game here during the playoffs, bring your Otters ticket stub into Crooker & Con for a monthly raffle. Winning ticket gets 50% off any purchase over $1,000 on our fine jewelry. Winner will be drawn on the first of each month. Also, mention the Evansville Otters digital network at Crooker & Con and get 20% off any purchase of $500 or more. Tell them ODN sent you.
For Evansville, number 6, the second baseman, David Cronin.
Cronin will lead off the inning here for the Otters offensively. Top of the order, followed by Long and Harrison.
Well, we need runners, and we need hits, and we need runs. So third baseman's playing back. And David, as I said earlier, every game attempted a bunt. There he goes. Well, I guess that makes it perfect now. Strike one.
Foul tip. Cronin reached on air in his first play appearance, would come around to score that first run of the game and only run of the game for the Otters at this point, and struck out back in the third.
Strike two. Yeah, David got on with that error from the shortstop. He pulled him off the bag and later scored. That has been it, with Jeff Gardner driving him in.
0-2 count. Whew. So that one almost caught Andy McCauley in the third base coaching box on that foul ball by Cronin.
Well, if you notice, Preston, and I know you do see everything, that was nearly in the catcher's mitt when Cronin swung at that. He was completely fooled, looking for the curveball, I guess, and got that fastball. That's a base hit. That's a base hit.
So that one's up the middle, and McEachern trying to get over. He's able to get the handle on it, but his momentum was carrying him too far toward the second base bag. He was not going to have much of a play there, and that's a hit for Cronin.
It was too slow, high choppers, too slow behind the bag. Second baseman made a nice play, but there was no way he was going to throw out Cronin, because he'd have to throw across his body. Couldn't get nothing on it, and Cronin's got good speed. So the Otters start this inning off. It's up to them to continue.
So here's Long, 0 for 2 tonight. And takes one downstairs for a ball, 1-0 from Dormany. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Dormany out of the stretch, looks in, gets his sign, comes set. And finally deals.
No, he didn't go. He didn't go. Yes, that's right.
Taking low. The appeal down to our second field umpire. Did not go around. It's 2-0 for Long.
Now, I hope Ryan is not swinging automatically on the 0-2 count, because it's got to be a strike. That's it. Good.
And he lays off upstairs, 3-0 to Long. Otters looking to answer with those 3 runs put up on the board in the 6th, in the top half especially, there by Washington. And ball 4. So the first 2 have reached to begin the bottom of the 6th for Evansville. Cronin with the hit, and now a walk by Long. Puts runners at first and second, and Travis Harrison coming up to the plate.
And somebody's going down there to warm up. Number 2, is that, or 3?
So it's number 2, Trevor Bradley.
Or maybe he's just the guy that's going to guard. That's it. Let's see. Is it 33? He's the one that's loosening up there. 33? I thought it was 33.
Looks like it might be 25.
Oh, 25?
Jesus Balaguer.
Okay.
And a first pitch ball to Harrison from Dormany. Dormany struggling to find the strike zone. 4 straight to Long for the walk, and now the first one to Harrison, also not in the zone. Make it 6 in a row. As it's a 2-0 advantage for Harrison at the plate.
You notice the different styles of managing, whereas this guy walked 2 or whatever, and someone's warming up. Whereas the Otters generally, we wait a little longer.
Grounder the third on a hot shot. As Euro will step on third, then over to first for a 5-3 double play. 2 outs now on the board with Long at second.
That's the third double play of the game for the Otters, and in every case, in each of the 3 cases, it's up to Jeff
Garner
to tie this game.
with 2 singles tonight and an RBI.
Yeah. There's nobody out in the Bud Light patio for him to hit one there.
Strike down and away, 0-1. So defense plays toward the right side, the pull side for Gardner. Infield and outfield both, with a big gap toward left center and opposite field.
Well, base hit will at least bring in a 3-2 game.
Castro on deck, the 0-1. 1-1, down and away, trying to find that same spot that he got the strike called, but Dormany cannot locate that time, and it's 1-1.
Ball 2.
That one is below the knees, 2-1 to Gardner.
Be interesting to see if he walks Gardner, whether this manager replaces the pitcher. It'll be interesting. The guy down there signaled that he's ready.
That one's also low, 3-1. And of course, Jeff Gardner was able to join me on the Evansville Otters pregame show. And since his acquisition a couple years back, he has been a part of the last 3, all 3 of these postseason appearances that the Otters have made consecutively.
Yeah. He's certainly been an asset to the Otters.
Gets a 3-1 advantage here, the pitch. And ball 4 low. And Long will stay put at second. First and second, 2 outs. It's the second walk of the inning for Dorney, but again, the double play wiped out that first walk. Now looks like a little visit on the mound here. Looks like it's the manager, Greg Langman. Just a mound visit.
And the umpire on the bases just took a little chew out of his back pocket and took whatever, a mouthful, and then put it back in. So anyway, I got a card today from Liz Kroll, who was the wife of Jack Kroll, who was one of our coaches with the San Diego Padres, a friend of mine, who managed Louisville and passed away with lip cancer. He used to put that stuff that under your lips or whatever it was. I don't know. I never used it, so I don't know.
Carlos Castro, first and second, 2 outs. Swinging at the first pitch, of course, and fouling it off first base side.
Be nice if he gets his first home run. He's hitting, I think the farthest I've seen him hit one was off that Ritzy sign. Was it not? He got a double one night.
Dorney rocks and fires the 0-1. And it's down the dirt, 1 ball, 1 strike. Dorney comes set. A 1-1 pitch. In on the hands, fouled at the plate, 1-2. As that one was deep inside, up and in.
He's got to be ready now. We got 2 strikes, and he's got to be ready. He can't wait and look at any. If it's close enough to be called, it's close enough to swing. This is a situation you don't want to be called out on the third strike.
As Castro fights that one off on the 1-2. Fouled away first base side.
If you notice, Preston, he's not taking that vicious cut. You know, that one that he would kind of drill a hole in the ground. He would twirl himself around with a vicious swing. He's getting a good swing, but not a ferocious one.
As a new baseball will be tossed out to the mound. The game starts to kind of slow down a little bit. Long's going early.
Oh, jeez.
And Castro swings and misses, going fishing after that one. And that will retire the side and end the inning. The Otters strain a couple to the 7th here at Bosse Field. Washington over Evansville 3-1 on 91.5 FM WUEV, the Otters Digital Network. Subscribing to the Otters e-newsletter by clicking newsletter on the Evansville Otters homepage. Also, don't forget to follow the Otters on Twitter at Eville Otters, on Instagram at Evansville Otters, and like the Evansville Otters on Facebook. Be sure to use our team hashtag UOtterB here. Don't forget, you can also follow the Otters downloading the mobile app for free on the App Store or Google Play by searching Evansville Otters. If you can't make it to Bosse Field, the Otters Digital Network, brought to you by Crickermeyer and Kahn, allows you to watch every regular season, postseason game free of charge, no matter where you are. The Otters Digital Network is the streaming home for your hometown team. To view games on ODN or for additional questions, go to EvansvilleOtters.com and click Watch Live. To the top of the 7th, Chavarria still on the mound. A 1-0 pitch on its way to Simmons. And fouls it off. It'll even the count at 1-1. As Chase Simmons to lead off the inning for Washington, leading 3-1 over Evansville. Simmons 0 for 2 tonight, strikeout and a flyout.
Yeah, I'll take that last inning away, and the Otters are still, ooh, what a nice pitch.
Just got a piece of that one. Barely nicked it enough to stay alive. Slider there from Chavarria, and it's 1-2.
Chavarria's got a good breaking pitch. I guess that was why they won the championship when he was with USI.
So that one's fouled away first base side, out of play. Count still 1-2.
And Chavarria was with, what, River City prior to coming here?
1-2.
Ooh.
Almost got him to go for it, but he holds back, and it's 2-2. Yes, with River City. As part of a trade with the Rascals, it brought him here to Evansville.
Oh, who'd we trade?
It was he completed the trade, or it was one of those player to be named later
right
trades.
But who did we give up? I mean, who did? We give up.
Well, no one right now.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
We sent Manny Cruz to Joliet to finish off the Spencer Medic trade from earlier in the season.
I remember the Cruz one. That was for one of the pitchers, I think. That was for Harris, wasn't it, Harris? Or no?
Spencer Medic.
Okay.
As Dom Murath played 1-0. And now it's 2-0 for Chavarria. This is actually his third Frontier League team, as he started with the Corn Belters in 2016, River City last year and earlier this year. And Evansville now his current club, as a fly out to right. Garner a couple feet in front of the warning track and right. Puts it away for out number 2.
Jeff is so, I'm not going to say he's got Joe DiMaggio talent out there, but he comes close to it. He's very, very smooth, very comfortable out there.
Back to the top of the lineup, James Harris for the 4th time. 1 for 3. And strike called on the outer half. 0-1.
Here's that breaking pitch again.
With that, Chavarria ahead 0-2. Try to come back with it, but overthrew that one, and it's 1-2. So that one missed outside. Jam shot toward right center, and Gardner comes on to make the play in front of Poland in right center.
What a play!
And that will end the inning, so a clean inning of work there for Chavarria. And it's time to stretch from Bossier Field. The Otters trailing 3-1 to Washington on 91.5 FM WUEV and the Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
The fat lady couldn't get enough money to get on the bus, so she didn't sing. She wasn't here.
I
In other words, are you saying it's not over yet, Bill?
That's what I'm saying. Until the fat lady sings, the game is not over. And you know how many times, wasn't it not too long ago, we were winning 5-0 in the 9th inning with 1 out, and we ended up losing. So there's a case in point.
I think every Otters player, staff member, fan wants to just forget that game ever happened in the middle of that great August, where the Otters went 19-10 in the month of August. Yeah. After going into the month below 500.
The Otters have been known to score in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning of many, many games, and This would be a perfect opportunity to call me a prophet.
As Brant Wyatt play 1-1 pitch. Foul ball 1-2. And just a quick update from Joliet. River City has tied the game up, and it's 1-1 in the bottom of the fifth between the Rascals and the Slammers. Don't forget, game 2 tomorrow night here at Bosse Field, 6:35 start time. Tickets are still available at evansvillotters.com or calling 812-435-8686.
Chew.
Yes.
You can't hit him any harder than that.
That one was smoked to first base, low liner an inch above the ground, but somehow Medina reaches down to able to make it an actual catch for an out on the fly.
Now, who is the starting pitcher tomorrow for the Otters? Has that been revealed?
It'd be Tyler Beardsley.
Oh, okay. It was a shame that his father and grandmother were here.
Beardsley for Evansville, Chase Cunningham, the probables for tomorrow night's game. Cunningham for Washington as Lane grounds out to second on the first pitch he sees. 4-3 on the putout.
Yeah, and then Tyler come back. His mother and father had to take the flight home the day before he pitched, but then on his next outing, he did quite well in where it was on the road.
And last week at
Gateway, wasn't it?
Gateway?
Yeah. Gateway.
I'm trying to remember when they were here. Yes, Colin jumps ahead 1-0.
See how third baseman's playing in? Well, now he backed up a little.
And the count evens up, 1-1 strike. That one catching the low outside corner. Dorman, he's still on the mound for Washington. And Colin fouls this one back, and it's 1-2.
Third baseman goes back down because there's 2 strikes. Well, really, now he come back in.
Just went for a little walk.
Yeah, I guess he wanted to see what the outfield looked like.
It's grassy. Not much different from center or right besides the direction. The 1-2 from Dormany to Colin. And that one right to first base. Medina's got quite the handle on first base defensively here tonight. Takes that one unassisted for out number 3 as we're through 7 on to the 8th. The Wild Things lead the Otters 3-1 here on 91.5 FM WUEV, the Otters Digital Network. Green Diamond Anniversary Band, dazzling earrings or a gorgeous diamond bracelet, Crookmeyer & Kahn is the place for extraordinary value and a pleasurable experience. Crooked Meyer Khan, a supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. Through 7 innings of play, it's a 3-1 lead for Washington. Chavarria on the mound once again.
Beautiful strike.
And that curveball just drops off the table and in the strike zone. And it's 0-1. Chavarria working out of the bullpen in relief of Randy Wynn, who exited the game, I guess we'd say, for just maybe for cautious reasons on behalf of the Otter staff. Went off the field with the trainer. It's an 0-2 count now to Roman Collins.
Yeah, I'd like to know what actually was wrong with Randy. I mean, he gave up, what, the 5th hit, and then all of a sudden he was yanked. I'll rephrase that. He left the game. He wasn't yanked.
I say it might be just for precautionary reasons. He's obviously been an important part of the rotation this year, and you never know. He might be needed for a Game 4 or Game 5 in this series. The 1-2 pitch. Deep fly ball to right. Garner chasing. He'll look up, and this one is gone. It's a solo shot for Roman Collins. And the Wild Things jump ahead by 4-1 here in the top of the 8th.
Well, that makes the hole a little deeper to crawl out of, but it can be done. It will be done.
Number 21,
So now 4 runs on 7 hits for Washington, 2 errors. Evansville, 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. Pitch down and in. Kind of just flailed that, really. It was not really a determined swing there from Medina at the plate. The 0-1. Down the first base line, fair. Chavarria flips it onto first in time to Castro, who was there at the back waiting for it. And there's 1 down.
Between Medina and Collins, they've really hurt us tonight, those 2 guys. 2nd and 3rd in the lineup. And yet you say Harris is the MVP.
He was named the Frontier League MVP. Yep. So with 1 across, 1 out, no one on, Hector Roa at the plate.
Oh, our PA announcer.
It's an 0-1 count here to Roa.
The announcement was made about the paid attendance tonight, and I'll tell you what, the Evansville Otter fans have been great all year long. You look down, Preston, you see the same faces. They're loyal fans. There's Rex down there in the front seat with his wife and them, and then there's Roger, and there's so many of the same people, game after game after game, and year after year. They're loyal fans.
As Chavarria winds and throws the 2-1. Down on low, just above the dirt, 3-1. To Roa at the plate, who picked up an RBI on the fielder's choice back in the 6th inning. Flown out and grounded out as well in his first Gold Plate appearances. And strike 2, a big swing there from Roa. Does not make contact, and the count full, 3-2. Payoff. Tip to the plate foul, and the count will remain full at 3-2.
That was a good pitch, low and outside, and he protected the plate by going down after it. That's what you got to do. When you got 2 strikes on you, you got to protect that plate.
Once again, the payoff. Up and in. Tough one to handle for Roa as he swings and misses on the strikeout. basically was leaning back almost just to try to get the bat inside of the baseball.
Number 9.
Yes, that'll be the second out of this top of the 8th inning. Carter McEachern back up for another chance at the plate. Fouls it straight up and back, and it's 0-1 as McEachern tonight foul out, a walk, and a sac fly back in the 6th. Opts to go without the batting gloves when he's at the plate. And he'll shoot this one to opposite field, and he'll get down in front of Harrison near the left field line. Harrison able to get back in to hold him to a single with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th.
Here goes Mr. Pollock. Got a base hit the last time.
Number 14.
Got robbed in a way at the first at bat when JJ made a heck of a play.
Chavarria ahead 0-1. Strike. And now the bullpen stirs once again for Evansville. Runner goes, McEachern and throw down in time. Brant Whiting catches him stealing. And that will end the inning. A solo home run by Roman Collins, though, extends the lead to 3 for Washington, 4-1 over Evansville. This is Otters Baseball on 91.5 FM WUEV and the Otters Digital Network.
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Field. As you can come into the gift shop anytime during the day, during normal office hours, or also during any Otters game. Again, Otters shirt, hat, or other specialty item in the Evansville Otters gift shop. Be sure to check out some of the new items we still have in stock here at Bossy Field for 2018, only at Bossy Field, 23 Don Manley Way. New pitcher in for Washington, number 25, Jesus Palaguer, in to take over the game for Thomas Dormany. Dormany, 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, unearned, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts.
I hope my wife wasn't listening to that commercial you just ran, Preston, because it seems like she's got more Otter shirts than I've got dress shirts. And pays full price.
J.J. Gould to lead off the inning for the Otters.
Yeah. We'll take a base no matter which way. Get hit by the ball if you have to. Stick your shirt out.
1-0 count.
Ooh.
1-1 count after a swing and a miss there from Gould. Fastball outside.
That was ball 2. Sure.
Curveball down and away. Swung on a miss. 1-2.
Oh, boy. Strike 3.
Strikeout looking as that one started out above the zone but drops in. And Gould is the first out of the inning.
That's JJ's 52nd strikeout to 120 times at bat. He struck out 52 of those times.
So with one gone on the strikeout, back to the top of the order, and Cronin has reached on an error and scored or strikeout and a single here tonight. Fouls that one away. And it's 0-1 here to Cronin.
Well, a lot of rallies have started with 2 outs. Although there's only 1 out now, but I'm just making a point. Oops.
That one comes inside to the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike.
See, he should have stayed there. Then he got hit. Then we'd have a runner on base. Base hit.
As that one will get down in medium left center in front of Harris, who gets it in. Cronin with a 1-out single. The second hit of the night, 3rd time on base, and long to the dish.
In fact, Dave Cronin has 2 hits, and Jeff Gardner has 2 hits, and they're the only Evansville batters with hits. That's the 4 hits that the Otters have. It's between 2 players.
As Long looks at strike 1 from Balaguer. As Balaguer, a 3.50 ERA, making his 11th appearance, 18 innings. 34 strikeouts this season for Washington.
Ooh, strike 2.
Big 12-6 curveball in there for a strike. It's 0-2 against Long.
You know, he's got a 3-run lead. He's got 1 out. We're in the 8th inning, and that pitcher's worried about Cronin.
Cronin takes his lead at first. Long lays off the 0-2, breaking pitch in the dirt. Blocked by Pollock, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looks like Garrett Harris is ready to go if needed out of the Otters bullpen. He had been throwing, and now it looks like he's ready to go. Another breaking pitch down in the dirt, 2-2 as Long battles back to even the count. Able to lay off the last 2.
I want to say, in my opinion, that right fielder's playing kind of close. Anything that's over his head's going to be a double, triple.
Long now brings it back full after taking another pitch out of the zone. And now Washington's bullpen will jump to action. Looks like number 16, Jake Eaton, will start the throw. Runner goes, ball gets away on ball 4. Cronin will go for third safely. Second time in this game we've seen that on a ball 4.
That's identical to Cronin being on first base in the first inning when he went from first or from second to home, but the ball got stuck in the tarp, and Cronin had to go back to third base. But it's ironic. It was on a 3-2 count or 3-1 count, and the ball was bad. Got by Pollock. There goes our train.
Both starters out of the game at this point. Strike inside. Very tight on Harrison. It's 0-1 as Wynn goes 5 innings. 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 strikeouts. Again, Dorminey for Washington, 7 innings, 1 run, unearned, 3 hits, 7 strikeouts with 3 walks. The 0-1 down toward the dirt. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners at the corners, 1 out for the Otters. Tying run at the plate in Harrison, bottom of the 8th. Curveball inside, backing Harrison up a little bit, but it's 2-1 as Harrison able to, again, just back out of the way on that one.
Yeah, I know the mayor's down, was in front row seats. It'd be nice if he came up. The last time he was here, he gave us 3 runs. Or helped us get 3 runs. Ooh, what a good breaking pitch.
Very sharp movement to that one. Swung on and missed by Harrison, 2-2. Pitcher's count for Balaguer on the mound. Down the way, an easy take in the dirt for Harrison, count full.
I'm going to say if he walks Travis, that manager's going to come running out of that dugout. And I wouldn't be surprised if a new pitcher come in.
Cronin at third, Long at first, Harrison at the plate. Represents the tying run, Otters trailing 4-1. The payoff, fouled back to the net by Harrison.
It was a fastball. I think it was within the strike zone, so Travis had to protect that plate.
Balaguer looks over to first. Long takes off. Swung on and missed by Harrison as Long will get second. But the strikeout of Harrison, the second out of the inning. As Greg Langman hops out of the dugout, points to the bullpen in left field to make a pitching change before Jeff Gardner comes up to the plate. So it'll be a pitching change. We'll take a break. It's 4-1 Washington here on WUEV 91.5 FM, the Otters Digital Network, powered by Crookmeyer and Kahn. Eaton will take to the mound with a left-hander on deck, ready to bat, and that being Jeff Gardner. So lefty-lefty matchup here to come on 91.5 FM WUEV and the Otters Digital Network. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Bill McCune, Preston Leinenbach here with you on the call. Jake Eaton, 3.60 ERA. Now making his 10th appearance overall this year in 2018. Has only seen action in 10 innings with 7 strikeouts.
Number 5, the right fielder, Jeff Gardner.
Garner steps in as the tiny run at the plate with 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Otters trailing by 3. And the first pitch from Eaton into the game, taken high for ball 1.
Well, Jeff's got a perfect night, 2 hits and a walk.
Bounced in the dirt, kept in front by Pollock, 2-0.
Well, there's a little delay in the game there. It was a bad pitch, and the Pollock, the catcher, went to block it, and of course was injured in a way. As a former catcher, I know what he's talking or what he's feeling right now, and they're giving him a time to get his breath.
Ooh. And there's a swing and a miss on the 2-0 from Gardner. He's looking for me a 2-0 fastball right down the heart of the plate, but that one got him reaching down and away.
Yeah. And it had a little mustard on it.
Mm-hmm. Again, the lefty on the mound and Eaton. So now it's a 2-1 count to Gardner. And so fly this one out to the left as Collins gets over and about a few yards to the right of the line in left field to make the catch. And 2 are left on for the Otters. We're through 8. Washington leads 4-1 over Evansville as we go to the 9th on 91.5 FM WUEV and the Otters Digital Network. Bossy Field, a 4-1 lead for Washington. After a couple innings of work and relief from Matt Chavaria, Garrett Harris will now enter the game for the Otters here in the top of the 9th. There's the big righty for Evansville. Gets his final warm-up tosses in for Harris on the year. 4.37 ERA, 2-2 record, 47 in the third innings tossed, with 50 strikeouts.
Number 14.
As Kyle Pollock will begin the inning.
And we just had the former Vice President, General Manager Pat Rayburn visit us here in the radio booth, and he was an asset to the Otters. We had some good years under Pat, had good direction, good leadership, and we wish him well.
Pollock now ahead 2-0 against Harris. Chavarria pitches 3 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 3 strikeouts. Strike called 2-1.
You know, when Sam was here the other day, when we had Bale come in, and we were talking about him being the long man, it might have been a good move if you brought...
That one slapped that foul right field.
If you brought Taylor in, you know, instead of the other man, now I'm not trying to downgrade, but if you're talking a long man, maybe Sam was right.
You know, with Tyler Vail, though, he has been kind of the closer the past week with 2 saves.
Yeah.
Kind of replacing Alex Phillips, who got called up to affiliated baseball a couple weeks ago to the Minnesota Twins organization. The 2-2, a grounder to Gould at short, on to first for the first out of the inning.
You know, actually, how many pitchers did we lose? Rennie was one, was he not?
We had 4 players during the middle of the season with Rennie, McGuff, Taylor, and Phillips.
Yeah. Each one contributed big to the Otters. But again, that's what this program is all about anyway. Trying to help young men advance into professional baseball, affiliated baseball. You know, where do you go from here? If you're in affiliated baseball, you go from Class A to Double A to Triple A to the big show.
Romano 0 for 4 tonight with 2 strikeouts. And it's 1-1 here in this count.
And I know some of our players have played AAA. I don't know if they ever went to spring training with the big teams, but that's an experience in itself, Preston.
There's another ground ball out for Harris coming in.
Yeah.
Just like that. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th.
You know, while you're on that trip, you could ask, some of the players, maybe Harrison might have been, Travis might have been in spring training with the big club. In fact, I think he was when he was down there in Orlando. I mean, not Orlando, Fort Myer.
Strike 1 to Chase Simmons. As Harris doing a pretty good job in relief here in the top of the 9th.
You know, if you do ask them, ask if they still get, now I had it and I lost it, not Sullivan money. I can't think of what I'm going to say now.
That last pitch was bounced in the dirt, 1-1. The next pitch out of stretch for Harris. Tied away fastball, 2-1.
Boy, now my mind's blank. Senior moment. And I've been getting a lot of them. Strike.
He was counted 2-2. Count runs full 3-2. Is that one outside the zone?
Well, what is it? The batter's 2-2, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
And a 3-2 outside low for ball 4. Walk to Simmons. 2 outs. That brings up Don Muro. And that one's outside for a ball, 1-0. Fastball from Harris. Just again trying to keep this a 3-run deficit for the Otters to get to the bottom of the ninth here for Bosse Field, game 1 of the FLDS. Fouled.
Oh, ball come back in fair. Ricocheted off the, what would they call it? In Yankee Stadium, it's called, now I can't, oh boy, another sewing. Come on now, you're supposed to help me out.
I'm trying to figure out how it bounced that far back into the field, though. Yeah, it's a 1-1. 2-1 low.
Sam, where are you, Sam?
I couldn't tell if it actually, first the way it kind of hit off, I thought maybe it got caught in the net, and then I'm like you, I saw it come back into play.
Yeah, it nearly hit the third base bag.
Under the hands for ball 3, 3-1.
That looked good. That should be the third out.
Cronin flips on to second for the fielder's choice, 4-6 to end the inning on the ground ball. So the Otters will have one last chance to tie or take the lead to the bottom of the ninth, trailing Washington 4-1 here on 91.5 WUEV, the Otters Digital Network.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kirkemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kirkemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kirkemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kirkemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Exclusive coverage of Evansville Otters baseball on 91.5 FM WUEV Evansville.
As we go to the bottom of the ninth, again the Otters looking to tie or take the lead. Castro, Whiting, and Lane due up for the Otters here in the bottom of the ninth.
Well, it's not that far out of reach. 3 runs could be made up easily. '29's a new pitcher.
As the closer, Zach Strecker, will come in to pitch. First pitch to Carlos Castro, fouled away. And Strecker finished the season with 21 saves and a 1.48 ERA in 60 2/3. So this one is fouled off at the plate. It's 0-2 to Castro.
That was a bad pitch low outside, and he went reaching, although I don't know, he's nervous up there.
And he will drop one into right field for a leadoff hit on the 0-2 pitch. Carlos Castro is on at first.
Number 32, the catcher.
Getting the new pitcher, Strecker. So Eaton comes in for Gardner's at bat and gets the lone out he needed on the night.
Okay, Castro don't want too big of a lead. Don't want to get picked off.
His Whiting swings and misses down 0-1.
I guess this guy's got the reputation of throwing strikes because they're swinging at the first pitch. And it looks like we got a pinch hitter coming up. We haven't seen him for a long while.
It looks like Austin Bush has grabbed a bat and onto the on-deck circle.
Yep. We haven't seen Mr. Bush in a long while. You know, I noticed earlier that Bobby Siegel was looking. He was talking to Andy, then he kept looking up the bench, and he was looking down in the tunnel. I knew they were looking for somebody to be a pinch hitter. I didn't know who, but now we know it's Mr. Bush, but I knew there was going to be a change somewhere.
As Whiting looks at a 2-1 count, Strecker fires home high, 3-1. Whiting sends a high fly ball to deep left center. Harris tracking. He'll reach up at the track, make the catch. Carlos tags up, and he'll be there safely standing up. I guess almost standing up, almost fell over on his own doing at second base, but he's safe after again tagging up to first. And the appeal to see if he left early.
He did.
And he did.
You know, that's the second time I've seen an appeal in this league, and in both times it was effective, and I don't know why they don't do it more, because I've sat all year long and I've called appeal because they left the base too early, and there hasn't been, but the two appeals I've seen have been effective.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Consider Evansville, number 39, Austin Bush.
As Austin Bush again will pinch hit now with 2 outs and no one on after the appeal successful for Washington.
Mr. Bush hits a lot of fly balls.
First pitch fouled away first base side, 0-1.
If you notice, he just uppercutted that, and it was a ground ball. That was my number. The number he's wearing, Preston, was my number when I was down here on the field coaching and such. 39.
Yeah, 1 lone away. Bush lays off 1-1. Big swing and miss. It's 1-2. Otters down to their final strike here tonight. Strecker looking for the save to close it out, get the win for Dormany and Washington to take a 1-0 series lead. The pitch. Foul, third base side. Euro giving chase, and it'll get to the fill box seats on that third base side.
Those third base box seats you just referred to, 60 years ago, that was the bullpen. There were no seats. That was the bullpen.
Again, the 1-2. Hammer down into the ground. Grounder towards second. 4-3 to put out to end the game. And the Wild Things take game 1 by a final of 4-1 over Evansville. Dormany gets the win for Washington after going 7 innings. Randy Wynn will take the loss, and Strecker will get the save again. Washington wins 4-1 over Evansville. We'll step aside, take a break, come back with the Evansville Otters post-game show, and wrap this one up and get you set for Game 2 tomorrow from Bosse Field.
I just love